Well, this is really gonna be a disaster. Hey, kid.
Hey, Mom.
Come on in here for a second, huh?
Yeah,
How do you like working at the Onion 88 service station,
Oh,
huh?
gee, I love it. I just took care of this woman out here. She had to have her blades changed and her
What'd you do?
carburetor adjusted and her tires blown up. She had to have everything. I took care of her, though, Muff. I took care of her real good.
Did you wash her windshields?
I washed her windshields. I even washed her glasses. She was great.
Kid!
What?
Haven't you heard about getting with the program here at Onion 88? That's our motto. Get with the program.
But gee, Muff, that's what I thought I was doing.
No, kid, you don't understand. That's not getting with the program.
No?
Listen, let me explain something to you. Remember the energy crisis?
Huh?
The energy crisis!
Yeah,
You know,
Muff, I
big
remember
gas
that.
lines.
Sure,
That's when
yeah.
us gas dealers learn that people will buy gas no matter what you do to them. You don't have to check their oil. You don't have to wash their windshields. You can be rude to them. They'll fill the gas tanks themselves. You don't have to do anything but collect the bread. That's what we at Union 88 call getting with the program. Let them do it themselves.
I hear you, Muff. I'm going to try and keep that in mind from now
Okay,
on.
let's see you handle the next customer, huh?
If we get a next time. Oh,
Hey,
here it
look,
comes.
I just ran out of some gas, and I can
Hey,
come into
tough
the
luck,
men's
buddy. Get with the program.
Serve yourself, huh? Great, kid, just great.
How'd I do, Muff?
Great.
Get with the program of serving yourself.
The producers replied, "What the hell? We've seen it before." Not all stories take place in the newsroom. So we sent out an on-location reporter to tell you what's happening tonight all over town. Now we'd like to switch to our on-location reporter, Clark Kent, ready with the news, whether it's ready or not. Clark, come in, Clark.
Yes, Don, this is Clark Kent. I'm on location.
Yes?
I'm out here right outside the Disasterpiece Theatre Newsbreak studios.
Well, that's pretty close to home, Clark. But tell me, what's going on out there?
Well,
What's happening? What's the news?
well, Don, let me put it this way. Not much. About 5 minutes ago, a stray dog came by, knocked over a trash can, and scared himself away. The liquor store down on the corner closed about 10 minutes ago. I'd like to show you a shot of that, but unfortunately the lights are off now. And then 3 kids drove by in a station wagon about a half an hour ago and threw eggs at the Disasterpiece Theatre Newsbreak sign outside. I'd like to show you that, but then they took the sign down and lit it on fire. Now it's just a smoldering pile of cinders. So unfortunately, there's really not much to see out here.
I hate to say it, Clark, but you've got nothing going out there. Why don't you cover an exciting breaking news story for us here?
Well, Don, this is as far as I could go.
But Clark, we have a news car, we have a satellite, we've got everything you need.
Well, you see, no, we don't, Don.
Make it exciting.
All we have are these big, bulky cameras. Now, we've only got about 30 feet of cable. I couldn't drag it any farther than that. We've only got one extension cord for this light we're using. And,
but wait a minute, Clark. Don't we have a don't you Insta, what a porta pack, something?
Forget
Somebody
it,
who can go out there
Don.
and get a story?
No, Don, no. Look, you ought to see this camera. If we could get a shot of the camera. Well, I guess we can't because we've only got one camera, so we can't get a shot of the camera. We're really in trouble out here. And besides, I'd like to get back inside. I see those kids coming down the street again with the eggs. So I'm going to turn it back over to you, Don.
Well, listen, I'd love to talk to you about horse racing tonight, and I think I will. Last week saw the premier horse racing event, the Kentucky Derby. Pleasant Colony with Jorge Velasquez took the #1 position in the Run for the Roses. But on the heels of that good news comes word from the town of Modesto, California, home of Ernest and Julia O'Girl, that they are going to have the first Go Drunkard Derby. Now, I know you're thinking that this is going to be funny stuff, but it's not so. The Go Drunkard Derby will feature a lineup of 20 of the fastest winos in the history of the world. They're going to be crawling around a 1.25 mile track, vying for a purse of a case of rot gut wine. Now, the race has been unofficially dubbed the Run for the Rosé, and there's no way we can tell who's going to win this race. Listen, We'd love to give you more news on this news break, but unfortunately, it's time to go now. Our news reporters are out of stories. The guy outside can't find a damn thing to report about, and it's time for us to go. Listen, this has been Dan Rathernot, thanking you most mucho for listening tonight and watching. C'est la vie, baby. Good night.
Oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night.